The Imperial Tigers hosting the Southwest Eagles in the Johnny Romero Fireman's Hat game, and it has become a tradition, a rivalry that honors firefighter Johnny Romero, who actually was involved in coaching at both Southwest and at Imperial, had a great influence on players at both schools and, kids throughout the Imperial Valley. The helmet currently in the possession of the Imperial Tigers, and they are looking forward to doing everything they possibly can to keep the helmet. The Imperial Tigers come in following a tough loss last week to the Central Spartans. The Tigers are 3-5 on the year, 1-2 in league. Southwest, well, they're 2-6 on the year, 0-3 in league. And John Driffel, the game does have some playoff implications.
Well, absolutely, especially for the Tigers. The Tigers sitting at 3-5 are right on, as they say, the bubble. They're seeded 12th. Now, all of that will change once they go to the Max Preps formula. But as of right now in the San Diego section, the Tigers are seeded 12, which 12 teams make the playoff. A victory here would go a long way in cementing that. And then next week, the Tigers will finish up their season. And I'm sure that they're looking forward to trying to build some momentum after that loss to Central last week. They beat Calexico the week before that. So they'll try to build some momentum and then wait for the playoff seedings to see if their name is called. Southwest on the other side, as of right now, are sitting on the outside looking into the playoff picture, having lost 4 in a row after they started the year losing 2, won 2, and then they've lost 4 since. And so they're trying to turn that around, but it's going to be very tough tonight. It's always tough to win here at Imperial High School. And Southwest, as we mentioned last week, a little bit of a letdown after the city championship game. We'll see if they can recover. Also, they were missing Benji Alvarez last week. He was on the sidelines warming up. We'll see if he's fit to play.
Well, the Imperial Tigers would seem to have a little bit of an edge as they have the Southwest Eagles tonight. And next week they have the Calexico Bulldogs. And so they have a bit of an edge when it comes to finishing out their IVL season and putting together a good record in the San Diego Section Division III football standings. We'll be back with more on AM 1230 KXO El Centro and on the World Wide Web at KXORadio.com.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
Start the day off right by having breakfast at Broken Yoke Cafe. Once again voted best breakfast in the Imperial Valley by our customers. Thank you. Remember, Broken Yoke strives every day to bring you great service and great food. Still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yoke Cafe and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yoke Cafe on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
Hi, this is Julie Oliver as your local Allstate agent, providing protection that fits your life. I'm committed to learning about your needs and personalizing protection to meet them. Contact me at 760-353-5800. That's 353-5800.
Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Life insurance offered through Allstate Life Insurance Company and Allstate Assurance Company, Northbrook, Illinois, and American Heritage Life Insurance Company, Jacksonville, Florida.
Well, John Driffel, let's take a look at what's going on around the valley tonight. Central, that long drive to Blythe to take on the Palo Verde Valley Yellow Jackets. Holtville and Vincent Memorial. That would be the game of the week. Both Holtville and Vincent Memorial in the San Diego Section Division 5. Vincent Memorial is number 2, Holtville number 3, and for what it's worth, Palo Verde Valley which next year will be in the same league as Holtville and Vincent Memorial, is the number 4 team so far in Division 5. So Vincent Memorial, Holtville, we'll keep you up to date on scoring from there when we have a chance. And the Calipat game at Mountain Empire has been, we're not sure yet because it's hard to communicate with Mountain Empire since they have no phones. San Diego Gas and Electric shut off electricity in East County, San Diego. That game at Mountain Empire has been either postponed or canceled. And Brawley is hosting Calexico tonight. And, well, I'm sorry, but Calexico just, they're not going to be very competitive against the Brawley Wildcats, John.
Yeah, that's probably going to be a runaway with a running clock, although it would be good to see Coach Tyree get his kids up and ready to play. But Brawley, they're rolling on all cylinders now. They suffered the 2 losses early in the season, and they are playing quite well. We watched last week as they just steamrolled Southwest, scoring at will, especially on the first play when that Craig Baum was very impressive running back. Brawley always seems to have them, don't they? And he's the one this year. And they just got run over, meaning Southwest last week, 40-7, but it could have been a lot worse as Coach John Self emptied the bench and called off the dogs in the third quarter. So, yeah, we would expect to hear our colleagues John and Vic from Calexico probably might beat us home because their game should be over before 9 o'clock.
Last year here, actually at Southwest, Imperial pulled out a 49-7 win. So, yeah, they would like to do the same, but as you pointed out, John, the Imperial dinged up, particularly in the offensive line.
Yeah, they've already made some changes, moved their center to right guard, moved their right guard to a tackle, and then the center now stepping in for the injured right tackle. But just as importantly for this offense of the Tigers is Manuel Quintero. He was out last week, did not play against Central, and that certainly showed up in the final score. As his counterpart, also number 1, Benji Alvarez. Quintero wears number 1. He was warming up before the game, which does not mean he will play. As obviously for Benji Alvarez, it doesn't mean he's going to play. We'll just have to wait and see coach's decision. But both of those young men are very important to their teams. Quintero is a running back listed at 5'7", 175. And we know Alvarez, of course, he's the heart and soul of the Eagles offense and defense, as he's been their mainstay, one of their also captains, and he's listed at 6'1", 190. So both of those players we hope are going to be able to participate tonight's game.
Well, we'll have more on our pregame show when we continue. It's high school football on AM 1230 KXO.
Hacienda Snack Bar, bringing you catering at its best for your next party or event. They'll do it right. Let them do the work for you. From appetizers to full course meals, like their tri-tip dinner with their famous cheesy potatoes. Call Hacienda Snack Bar today for your next event at 344-5542. That's 344-5542. Or stop by Hacienda Snack Bar, 941 K Street in Brawley.
I don't worry anymore about getting stranded with my car breaking down.
Why is that?
That automotive class I took at Imperial Valley College not only prepared me to fix my own car, it also prepared me for a new career in automotive repair.
I like the way you think. I've always wanted to become a welder.
Then check out these and other IVC career education classes at imperial.edu. McNeese Smart is your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get you through your day. Fill your tank with V-Power from Shell, and then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza, or feed the office for your next party with their giant 52-inch pizza. Daily specials on selected foot-long subs for only $6. Yes, McNeese Smart is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street in El Centro.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical California high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the California Interscholastic Federation and the California State Athletic Directors Association.
But John Driffel, you mentioned Manuel Quintero not playing last week. the bulk of the ball carrying this year has been done by Jesus Padilla, the fullback, listed at 5'6", 180. And the senior, well, he's carried the ball 76 times for 382 yards. That's a 5-yard per carry average. That's not too shabby. And we're talking fullback here. For the most part, he'll be doing the blocking up front for Quintero. Quintero has, well, it's a 6.0 yard per carry average. I'd say that's not too shabby either, John.
Yeah, you can certainly take that to the bank. That's a winner every time. 6 yards every time you run the football. Don't have to extrapolate that out. Very difficult to see that that's a first down every 2 carries. But, again, we don't know how banged up Quintero is. We'll just have to wait and see. Looking forward to a competitive game tonight. These Tigers, first time we've seen them this year, Carol. They're big, and they appear to have good team quickness and speed as well.
Well, we'll be back. We've got more of our pregame show coming up.
When you're hungry and you want delicious home-style cooking, there are 2 locations in the Imperial Valley that have the best. Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley, open 7 days a week, 5:30 a.m. to 3 p.m., offering delicious breakfast and lunch entrees, including ribeye steak, liver and onions, and meatloaf every Tuesday. The Original Town Pump in Westmoreland is open 4 p.m. till 9 p.m. They're closed Mondays. Brownie's Diner in Brawley and the Original Town Pump in Westmoreland. Bo and his team of employees at Stan's Auto Body are constantly striving on giving you 100% satisfaction on getting your vehicle repaired and fixed right. Stan's Auto Body is grateful from the support that they hear and being rated #1 with CarWise.com. Yes, accidents are disturbing, and Stan's Auto Body is here for you. Stan's Auto Body works with all insurance companies. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
It's the Beauty Fall Flooring Sale now until November 30th. Dermis Floor Covering is offering 24 months special financing on Shaw Floors, Anderson Tuftex, and Cortec Flooring. Whether you need carpet, hardwood, vinyl, or something to withstand pets, kids, or water, rest assured there's flooring that's just right for your lifestyle on approved credit. Visit Dermis Flooring at 220 North J Street in Imperial.
At Tyler Insurance, we're proud to have served Imperial Valley's businesses and families since 1921. Now, as part of Gallagher, we're committed to bringing you the same team and exceptional service with expanded offerings in insurance, risk management, and consulting services. Together, we're dedicated to helping your business and your community face their future with confidence. Visit ajg.com/Tyler to learn more about our new partnership with Gallagher.
Your favorite NFL team plays on Imperial Valley's AM 1230, KXOL Centro.
And tonight, your favorite high school teams from Shimamoto Simpson Stadium, home of the Tigers, on the campus of the Imperial High School Tigers. And the game getting ready. The captains will be meeting at the midfield line. Our officials tonight, Glenn Walker wearing the white hat. It'll be Fred Ramsey, the umpire, Roman Rubio, James Bentley, and Randy Ross round out the 5-member Imperial Valley Football Officials Association members that will be calling the game tonight. The Eagles, the Tigers, it's like so many teams in the Valley, John. They played softball together or baseball together. They played Pop Warner together. They know each other. And we anticipate the rivalry will be intense, but it will be on a friendly level, even though there is something very important at stake, and that is the Johnny Romero Fireman's Helmet.
Yes, Joey Ramos led the Tigers out onto the field from their final pregame talk, carrying the helmet, the trophy, carried it all the way across midfield, got about 10 yards in front of the Southwest bench when his team, the Tigers, finally stopped and then surrounded themselves for their pregame hype. But it's a big trophy that the Tigers have held. Now, 2 years ago, Southwest was able to win the trophy, but last year it came back to Imperial after starting at Imperial. And the Tigers want to do everything they can, everything in their power to keep it right here. Meanwhile, Southwest trying to bounce back, as we mentioned, from the previous 2 weeks with a stellar performance here on Shimoto Simpson Field.
And the Eagles won the toss. They have deferred. They will be kicking off to the Tigers.
The 2019 edition of high school football is on the air. Tonight's game on AM 1230 KXO El Centro and on the World Wide Web at KXORadio.com is brought to you by La Fonda Bar and Grill in El Centro, the CB Stop in Calexico, Hacienda Snack Bar and Catering in Brawley, Julie Oliver of Dickey Insurance Services, the Hopeville Athletic Club, Stan's Auto Body in El Centro, McNeese Mart at Dogwood and Maine El Centro. We're just about ready for the kickoff, so let's go out to the field live with Carol Buckley and John Dripple.
Well, the Eagles, wearing all white, have taken the field. They are on your left. To the right, it's the monochromatic red-clad Imperial Tigers. The Tigers set to kick off. Again, the Eagles won the toss and deferred, so it will be the Tigers putting in play. Ryan Bonillas is one of the deep backs for the Tigers, and it'll be Bonillas that picks it up on a short hop at the 10, out to the 15, gets a block across the 20 to the 30, 35, 40, down the far sideline, and out of bounds as he brings it across midfield, and they will spot it. They say he went out of bounds, actually, at the 47-yard line in Tiger territory, and that's where they will put it in play. Excellent field position for the Tigers to start. Jordan Reed will bring his team out. He's got Padilla behind him from the shotgun. Reed hands off. Padilla up the middle, big hole, and rips it across the 40 down to the 35-yard line before he is brought down. And on the tackle, Joseph Enders Jr.
Yeah, Benji Alvarez also was in there on that tackle, so that answers our first pregame question. Alvarez not only is playing, but he started, and he was in on that tackle, which looked like almost a replay of last week when Brawley took the first snap for a touchdown.
From the spread, it is Padilla sweeping to the right. He's hit in the backfield, but manages to pick up a couple of yards. First one in, Armando Zavala. Zavala with the tackle, preventing what could have been a big gain. Picks up 2. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Southwest appeared to be much more ready as Imperial right up on the line of scrimmage with the hurry-up offense.
Again, spread 3 wide on the left side. That's the wide side. It is Padilla up the middle, breaks it up the middle, and picks up another 10, 12 yards. As Padilla in the middle for good yardage. The tackle there by Carlos Salcedo.
14-yard pickup for Padilla. As that time, Carroll Southwest did their run blitz like always. Both linebackers, and Padilla ran right between them.
Not used to seeing a 6'5" high school quarterback, but that's Jordan Reed. Reed back to pass on a 1st and 10. Looks downfield, has a man open, and he drops it. Hit him in the hands and goes incomplete.
Yeah, calling Mickey Dale expressed that they saw that a lot last week, as they have all season. Reed hitting receivers in stride, the big 6'5" junior, and the receivers just not bringing the ball in.
Jacob Gray couldn't hang on to it. It was a bullet. Again, it is Padilla, big gaping hole. Padilla off right tackle, bounces down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. Jacob Padilla. Padilla comes out, and going in is Brennan Adams. Adams, the single setback. 1st and goal. It is Adams, Brennan Adams. Oh, and he is clotheslined and dropped hard. And he'll lose a yard or two. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Yeah, coming across for the Tigers that time with Benji Alvarez was also Joseph Nava.
Reed shifting people around. Looks over the defense. Has everybody in tight. Picks up the ball on a bounce, fires a backwards pass, completed to Brennan Adams, and he'll lose about 5 yards. So you get a completion and you take a 5-yard loss.
That was an interesting play, Carol, in that they didn't send Brandon Adams out until the play was right before the snap count, so he was supposed to be isolated, but an excellent defensive play by the cornerback out there for the Eagles. Good job done by Sammy Arredondo.
It is 3rd and goal from the 8. Back to pass, fires over the middle. Jordan Reed completes it, and touchdown. And the pass completed. Jacob Gray, I believe, was the one who caught that.
Gray on the completion, just ran a little slant. Perfect pass by Reed. Reed's impressive. I wonder if he's a pitcher on the baseball team, the junior. As now we see the same play center was running on the freshman level. They have 8 players or 7 players for the Tigers way out to the left. Now they're all getting in formation.
And we will have the point after attempt. Mizel Valenzuela will put it up. The left footer puts it up and puts it through. 8:51 to play in the first quarter. It's Imperial 7, Southwest coming to bat.
When you crave Mexican food, are you not sure where to go? I'll give you a suggestion. La Fonda Bar and Grill. Yes, the Camacho family is still doing it right with freshly made Mexican food. From enchiladas to special quesadillas, and everything is handmade. And of course, Miss Camacho, she still comes in to make sure everybody's favorite chili rellenos are there. La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street in El Centro. Open Wednesday through Monday for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
It's high school football. We're live on AM 1230 KXO El Centro and on the World Wide Web at KXORadio.com. And we will try and keep you up to date on the other high school games and on the World Series game as we are set for the Tigers to kick off. Valenzuela, again the left-footed kicker, puts it deep and at the 1-yard line. Enders brings it out. Enders hit at the 15, spins away, and is finally brought down at about the 17-yard line.
Enders did a nice job of catching that right at the goal line, keeping it from going in the end zone, but unfortunately was only able to bring it out to 17 yards instead of taking it on the 20.
It'll be 1st and 10. Eagles with their first possession.
And as always, up on the line of scrimmage, 3 wideouts to the right. Now the short slot goes inside. 1 set back next to the quarterback, Holguin.
Holguin from the shotgun, hands off, and that is Enders. Joshua Enders is swarmed on, and it looks like he'll lose about 2 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 12. Raleigh leads Calexico 7-0 in the first quarter. So Arredondo, my apologies, Sammy Arredondo with the carry. He is the single setback. Holguin drops back to pass, dumps it off. It is complete to Benji Alvarez. Alvarez hit behind the line, tries to struggle forward and gets back to the line of scrimmage. Quick pass out to Benji Alvarez. He picks up 2, so it's back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 10.
Well, we talked before pregame how Imperial not only has excellent size at the high school level, but also very good team speed, and they showed that off right there. 4 players in on the tackle.
Back to pass, play action. It is Holguin looking, nobody open. He'll keep it, and he'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 19-yard line. Let's see where they will spot it. Spotted on the 18. So it'll bring up 4th and about 7.
Yeah, Holguin was surveying the field, did not have any players open. I'm sure the Southwest coaching staff would encourage him to take off a little bit sooner. He did have a lane, but by the time he decided to start running, the linebackers for Imperial had filled the holes and no place to go.
We'll have Benji Alvarez doing the punting. Joey Ramos back to receive, and it'll be Ramos at the 47-yard line, waits for a block to set up, and then turns it up the right side and takes it down to the 40. It'll be 1st and 10 Southwest on the Eagles' 40-yard line.
No matter what you need to keep your home cool and comfortable, R&K Air Conditioning has it. From complete TempStar cooling systems to the latest in Wi-Fi capable thermostats, we have everything you need to stay comfortable. That's why you should make R&K Air Conditioning your first and only call for your cooling needs. Call 760-353-7570 or find us online at rkair.net. TempStar, quality you can feel.
High snap, sails over the head of Jordan Reed. He does pick it up at the Tiger 40-yard line. Manages to get it back to the 43. That's a loss of about forever, John.
That's going to be a 17-yard loss. The ball hiked from 140 to the other 40, and he was able to run it 3 yards forward, so it's a loss of 17. Unfortunate play for the Tigers, but just what these Eagles needed.
Reed is 6'5", and it was about 5 feet over his head. Another high snap, but he brings it down, dumps it off. It is complete, and there's nothing there as the pass completed to Jacob Gray, and he was grabbed immediately by Armando Zavala, and Zavala had him by the shirt and spun him down.
And that actually is going to be the third completed pass out of 4 attempts for Reed, but the second that's behind the line of scrimmage for a -2 yards. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 19. Imperial right up on the line of scrimmage with double wideouts to the right.
3rd and about 26, John. 27. It is Padilla. Padilla, nothing inside, turns it to the outside and gets it up to the 45-yard line. Still in Tiger territory. That'll bring up a 4th down, and it'll be 4th and 25.
So that will bring the punter for the Tigers out onto the field.
And that would be Joey Ramos.
Yeah, Ramos is the senior. He does pretty much everything here except the place kicking, offense, defense, and the punter.
Enders, Joseph Enders, waiting for the expected punt. High snap. He brings it down and gets away a beautiful kick. Enders will muff it, and it'll be covered by the Tigers. Enders did not make a good attempt to bring that ball in, and it'll be Tigers football on the Eagle 17-yard line.
First turnover of the evening, and that was a backbreaker as Imperial had, because of the poor snap, had put Imperial in a chance to punt, and Enders was running up and actually dove to try to catch the football, and when he hit the ground, the ball bounced out. Never did have control of it.
Reed with Padilla next to him. Reed back to pass. Reed slings it out, and it is completed. Shakes one tackle, breaks another tackle, spins his way down. Inside the 10 to the 5-yard line is Joey Ramos. Ramos, that almost looked like NFL tackling, John. Non-existent.
Yeah, and let's give Ramos credit. He broke about 3-4 arm tackles down there and took it all the way down to the 5-yard line for a pickup of 12 and a first down.
It'll be 1st and goal from the 5.
4 or 5 here in the early going is
Jordan
the quarterback Reed.
Back to pass, looking, and it's complete. short of the goal line. It'll be at about the 2-yard line.
Bonillas is the Imperial Tiger that brought that down. They actually had a player in the end zone, Ramos, who was open, but Bonillas snatched it out of the air, saved a touchdown for the Eagles.
2nd and goal from the 2. Hands off Padilla. Padilla will skate into the end zone untouched. Jesus Padilla with a 2-yard run into the end zone for the score.
Just the opposite of what Coach John Haynes wanted to start this game tonight. Imperial getting the first turnover of the game and quickly marching in for the score.
Well, they always say turnovers can be deadly, and proved so right there. Valenzuela with the point after attempt.
We get a chance to comment on a little bit of Ryan Bonillas, the holder.
Kick is up, and the kick is no good. 4:17 to play in the first quarter. Imperial 13, Southwest nothing.
Flautas y sopes. Delicious, authentic Mexican food. Just $6.49 for a dozen flautas. Combo meals for any appetite. With 3 locations in the valley. 715 Cesar Chavez Boulevard in Calexico. 1531 Ford Drive next to Foods for Less in El Centro. And 1622 South 4th Street next to Soul Market in El Centro. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. in Calexico and 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. in El Centro. Don't forget, you can go online for our menu and call in your order ahead of time. Flautas y sopes, the real deal.
Well, the Imperial Tigers capitalize on the muffed punt and drive it in for their second score of the first quarter. Missed the extra point attempt. Valenzuela will kick off again. And the ball is deep, and it is fielded at the 6-yard line. Enders out to the 10, to the 15, across the 20, and then goes out of bounds. And the Eagles will start 1st and 10 on the 26-yard line. You got a good spot. Got about 3 yards on the spot, John.
Yeah, and Southwest right up on the last screen, ready to go. I wanted to mention, Carol, that the regular kicker for the Imperial Tigers is out, and that's Robles. He's right-footed. Velasquez is left-footed, and Ryan Bonillas, the holder for the first BT, actually set up on the wrong side, not understanding his kicker was opposite foot.
Holguin hands off, and it is pickup of maybe 3 yards.
Yeah, Josh Enders was on that carry there, just a straight ahead dive play.
Picks up 3, 2nd and 7.
Joshua Enders' first carry here.
And on the wing, it is Joseph Enders, and Joseph Enders hit and dropped with a vicious tackle. Just grabbed him by the shoulder pads and threw him down. And no gain. Sergio Serrano.
Joseph actually gave back 2 of the 3 yards his brother gained on the first carry, as Imperial certainly was waiting for that play. They scouted that play well.
3rd and 10. Holguin back to pass, looking, rolls to his left, throws it deep downfield, and it goes incomplete. Rolling to his left, and the righty tried to fire it downfield to Joseph Enders. It goes incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th and 10.
Southwest receivers didn't do Holguin any help that time. They didn't come back to the football. If they would have, there was some wide open spaces out there, and it would have given them a chance to make a reception and a first down. But be that as it may, Benji Alvarez back to kick, so it's good to see Benji is recovered now from the injury he suffered in the block kick in the city championship game.
Ramos will receive the punt. No rush. They're setting up the return. It'll be a short punt. It'll bounce at the 50 and take a Tiger bounce before it's picked up at the 40-yard line in Eagle territory. That bounce on the 50-yard line, and The Tigers got 10 more yards on the roll.
Yeah, when it rains, it pours, and right now the Eagles are getting poured upon as they were a little bit stunned with the absolute non-rush, and we could see Coach Kerry Legaro's philosophy. They're going to get good field position. You don't want any penalties here. Go ahead, let them kick it. When the ball stops rolling, they're going to be in good field position no matter what. And actually, it took fortunate hop for the Tigers.
4 wide on the left side, the wide side. Empty backfield. Reed takes the snap. Reed looking, rolling out. He's chased out of the pocket, steps up, and he is hit and dropped all the way back at the 40-yard line as Leonardo Gallego finally got him. And Gallego, with some help there by Sammy Lopez and Alan Zermano. Zermano comes up a bit gimpy and goes off the sideline. Yes, Zermano, one of the stalwarts of the Eagles defense.
Carlos Salcedo replaces Zermano, and Salcedo himself is a starter.
2nd and 29. Back to pass in the pocket, fires, and it is caught by Ramos for about a 5-yard gain just out to the 46 as he caught it and stepped out of bounds immediately. So it's a 3rd and about 24 yards.
2 straight series where the Tigers have been driven back.
Reed back to pass. Reed looking time, fires it deep, and the receiver and the defender, a little bit of pushing and shoving, but no harm, no foul, and no flag.
So this will bring up Imperial's second punt as Reed is getting some counseling from the sidelines by the Imperial coaching staff. Among them, Victor Cruz, the athletic director here, and one of the assistant varsity coaches. Victor, a Central grad.
On the punting situation, Ramos will do the punting. High snap, brings it down, beautiful punt, and Enders will get away from it, and it'll take a roll down inside the 5. The Tigers will pin the Eagles back, 1st and 10 from the 4-yard line.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
The Eagles, 1st and 10. From their own 4-yard line. And the handoff is to Sammy Arredondo, but there was motion prior to the snap, so it'll stay first down. It'll be 1st and 12 from the 2.
Yeah, the good news is it's only a 2-yard penalty. The bad news is now it's sitting on the 2-yard line instead of the 4.
Arredondo, single setback. He is standing right behind Olguin. Arredondo with the handoff. Arredondo breaks it to the outside, piles up in the middle, and then cuts it to the outside and picks up 11 yards. And it'll bring up 2nd and 1.
Yeah, excellent run by Arredondo. Did most of that on his own as he got gang tackle and pushed the pile forward. Nice interior blocking by the Eagles as they said he went out of bounds on about the 11-yard line.
It is Arredondo again. Arredondo is grabbed and dropped. Brandon Silva on the tackle. Some good open field tackles by the Tigers, John.
Yeah, we've mentioned their team speed, and actually that was for a couple yards lost, so that's going to bring up 3rd and 5 as Eagles right up on the line of scrimmage, ready to snap the football.
James Butcher wide on the right side. And Arredondo, the single setback on the quarterback draw. it is Olguin, and Olguin will pick up about 3 of what they needed. It'll bring up second. We'll call it 4th and 1.
Yeah, going to be close, but he's going to be a little bit short.
He's about a yard short, so 4th down.
Now, Alvarez is the punter, so they're going to go ahead and let the clock run out here in the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter of play. At the end of one quarter of play, our score, Imperial 13, Southwest nothing.
Start the day off right by having breakfast at Broken Yoke Cafe. Once again voted best breakfast in the Imperial Valley by our customers. Thank you. Remember, Broken Yoke strives every day to bring you great service and great food. Still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yoke Cafe and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yoke Cafe on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
Hi, this is Julie Oliver. As your local Allstate agent, providing protection that fits your life, I am committed to learning about your needs and personalizing protection to meet them. Contact me at 760-353-5800. That's 353-5800.
Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Life insurance offered through Allstate Life Insurance Company and Allstate Assurance Company, Northbrook, Illinois, and American Heritage Life Insurance Company, Jacksonville, Florida.
It's high school football. We're live on KXO El Centro, AM 1230, and on the World Wide Web at KXORadio.com. The Eagles facing 4th and a yard from the 14-yard line. They trail 13-0, and they will punt. Benji Alvarez standing back by his own goal line.
We have a whistle, so obviously the referees have spotted something. And they had the football in the improper position, so now they've adjusted it to where it should be.
So 4th and 1, Alvarez with the snap. Gets it away. It's a short punt. It was probably blocked. It looked like it got blocked, John.
Yeah, head referee Glenn Walker did the tip signal, the same as we saw a couple weeks ago when Alvarez was injured on the block. It was tipped by the on-rushing Tigers. Last punt, they didn't do anything. This punt, even though the ball is tipped, it's not a live ball. You can run it, of course, if you're Imperial, but it was touched by a Tiger. Let's see if they recover the football, because it looks like the Tigers' defense is on the field, but now they've changed. They've said no, that the Tigers not only didn't lose possession, but they have possession inside the 25 on the 23 or 24-yard line. Looks like they're going to put it on the 24.
1st and 10 for the Tigers on the Eagle 23-yard line. Central leads Palo Verde 14-0 in the first quarter. It's Hopeville 7, Vincent 2. And Brawley leads Calexico 9-0.
So we've had 2 safeties in both of those games.
That's the way it would appear. And the handoff from Jordan Reed to Ryan Bonillas. And Bonillas will get a yard.
We'll have all the stats at halftime. It's going to be interesting, Carol, because right now Reed's got a negative 35-yard rushing on the bad snap and then the sack.
That's not going to help the average any. Bonillas, the single setback. Bonillas with the football. Bonillas right into the middle of the defense. Gets it down to the 20. It'll bring up 3rd and 6.
Ryan Bonillas, part of that Bonillas family. Seems like every year there's a Bonillas on the Imperial Tigers varsity football team. He representing the Bonillas this year.
Jordan Reed from the shotgun. Jordan Reed back to pass, looking, winds up, fires, and through the hands of the intended receiver, who was down at about the 5-yard line, and that was Jacob Gray.
That was a Nolan Ryan fastball. That ball had some mustard on it.
He literally wound up and fired a dart.
Yeah, the Imperials going for it, eschewing what would be about a 35-yard field goal from this spot.
Back to pass. Reed under a rush, rolls to his left, dumps it off, and is it caught? No catch. It bounced. Short hop, no doubt on the call, immediate. So the Tigers will turn it over on downs. It'll be Southwest football, 1st and 10 on their own 19-yard line. Eagles come out, ready to play. The Tigers have had the short field all night.
Yeah, the only thing they've done to be good hosts here up the Eagles was the, again, bad snap. They lost 19 yards, and then the sack that lost 18. So they've given Southwest a chance to stay in the game, but Southwest needs to move the football. They do not have a first down so far here, and we're 10 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Olguin back to pass, looking, steps up, fires downfield, and overthrew everybody. Joseph Enders was the intended target. Andrew Luna in coverage.
That was actually a well-placed pass by Olguin. He had no chance to make the completion. There was 3 Tigers over there on the play, so he just fired it all the way to midfield, so no one was going to catch it.
2nd and 10. And there was a penalty, apparently, and it's a 15-yarder. They march it out to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, we had a roughing the passer, so that will be Southwest first down here of the evening, picked up by the 15-yard roughing the passer. That negates an incompleted pass.
Joseph Enders goes in motion. Enders gets the handoff, and Joshua Enders blocking for him as he sweeps around the right sideline. Flag flies in way behind the play after the whistles have blown. As the Enders pushed out of bounds into the Eagles bench.
And there's a call, another personal foul. That's usually when you see something like that, it's against the defense on a late hit.
So there was a 5-yard gain, but there's going to be 15 yards on top of that. And the Eagles have the ball in Tiger territory on the Tiger 45-yard line. 1st and 10. Thank you, penalties. And that's blown dead before it gets underway. Procedure against the Eagles, so it'll be 1st and 15.
And Southwest just can't accept all the gifts that the Tigers have given them. 30 yards in penalties in the 2 previous plays, so they're going to get 5 back here while sitting at midfield now, 1st and 15.
Right on the midfield stripe. Olguin from the shotgun. Play action, looking downfield, has some time, unwinds, fires it deep downfield. I saw a bit of a push-off there, but no call. The intended receiver, Armando Zavala.
And it, as we've said many times, it hit Fernando in a bad spot, right in the hands. He just couldn't bring it down. Unfortunately for the Eagles, they need a big play like that, and they had the opportunity there. It just didn't happen, so once again, the Eagles right back up on the line of scrimmage. Olguin getting the call in from the sidelines.
2nd and 15.
Looks like Imperial's getting ready to blitz right here with the linebackers. And
here they come. And it's a screen. Perfect play. Enders with the football. Enders spins, dances, and is smothered at about the 47-yard line. So he's able to pick up about 8 yards. They had the perfect play for the blitz and completed it for an 8-yard gain, but it'll be 3rd and 7.
Right, remember the 5-yard motion penalty on 1st down, so it wasn't 1st and 10, it was 15. And nice play and perfect call for the defense.
Snap back. Under rush, and there's holding as he fires downfield, and it goes incomplete. Good coverage downfield by Bonias.
Yeah, we've got penalty flags everywhere. We'll just have to wait and let the officials sort this out.
Well, there was holding. That's the only reason that Olguin wasn't sacked, is it was a takedown.
Let's see if the Tigers decline the penalty. It's going to bring up 4th and about 7, so we'll see what they decide to do. It is a spot foul, the flag sitting on the 49-yard line. So if they take the penalty from there, it's going to be a big one. And we haven't seen a signal yet from the sidelines of the Tigers, seeing if they're going to accept the penalty. which would make it third down again, but the ball would be back about the 41-yard line of the Eagles, and they will accept the penalty.
And they'll march it back. It's now on the 41-yard line in Eagle territory. It'll be third and 24.
Yeah, 17-yard penalty with a hold in the backfield.
Enders in motion, fake to him. Under rush, it is Holguin getting away, rolling to his right. There's a flag back behind the play as Enders is dropped after about a 2-yard gain. But it's going to come back. There's another hold.
Well, same situation. Let's see if the Tigers decline this. Now, they could put him back near the 30-yard line.
And they decline.
So they'll take the run by Holguin that picked up a couple yards, and now we would expect Ben Javres to come out to punt it.
It is 4th and 22.
Not sure why the clock is stopped, as there was the decline of the penalty.
Alvarez with the snap, no rush. They set up the return. It's a low kick, and it is fielded at the 25, looking for some running room, and he's going the wrong way. Joey Ramos, instead of going north, he went south, and he got dropped. And you know how I feel about that, John?
Yes, but unfortunately, Ramos just trying to make something happen. That's certainly an effort play. Don't like to see it because he ended up with a negative 7 yards on that return, which puts Imperial in the worst field position they've had tonight, starting a drive on their own 23-yard line.
It'll be 1st and 10 Tigers. They lead 13-0 with 8:50 to play in the first half. 3 on the right, 1 on the left as they spread things out. And then they they fake it and dump it off to Gray, and he loses the football. Then it's picked up as the pass was completed to Jacob Gray, and he ran about 15 yards and then just dropped the football. Nobody hit him. He just dropped it. And it was picked up by another Tiger. He advanced it about another 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 10.
Yeah, all the way out to the 40-yard line, Carol. What a play.
He just dropped it. Nobody hit him. It is Padilla in the middle. Padilla. Somebody hit him. He gets about a yard. Nothing else. So it'll be 2nd and 9. I think I know what it was, John. He tripped over that white line.
That appears to be what happened. It's just one of those unusual things that he's running and you're thinking how far is he going to go, and all of a sudden football is laying on the ground.
Second, they call it no gain, 2nd and 10. Empty backfield. Bonillas goes in motion, and it is Padilla picking up 4 yards out to the 44-yard line.
Interesting formation. The Tigers had Padilla about 8 yards behind the quarterback. He was not only deep, but he was out of the play. And they pitched the ball to him, and under head of steam, he picked up those 4 yards you mentioned.
Sammy Lopez in on the tackle. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Everybody waiting for the call from the sidelines, both sides.
Wide right, wide left, low snap. Firing downfield, got the man open, wide open, caught it at the 25, the 20, the 10, the 15, 5, touchdown. He had the guy open, Brenton Adams. And Brenton Adams, 6'3", 200, caught it in stride and took it into the end zone.
56-yard TD pitch and catch, perfect pass over the defenders, no chance for anyone to catch it but Adams, and he did. And after that was a foot race as he ran into the end zone for their third score here in the first half.
We'll have the point after attempt.
And we would expect Ryan Bonillas to set up on the proper side, which would be the left side, since it's a left-footed kicker.
I think they're going to go for 2, John. Jordan Reed just came back in. Make up for the missed extra point attempt. Padilla in the backfield.
Seems to be some confusion, but now they have
Empty backfield now as Padilla lines up in the slot. Reed takes the snap, rolling to his right, looking, dumps it into the end zone, incomplete. As it was broken up by the Eagle defenders. And so that point after attempt, no good. 7 minutes to play in the first half. Imperial 19, Southwest nothing.
Hacienda Snack Bar, bringing you catering at its best for your next party or event. They'll do it right. Let them do the work for you. From appetizers to full course meals, like their tri-tip dinner with their famous cheesy potatoes. Call Hacienda Snack Bar today for your next event at 344-5542. That's 344-5542. Or stop by Hacienda Snack Bar, 941 K Street in Brawley.
The Tigers will again kick off. Michel Valenzuela will tee it up on the 40. The wind not a factor tonight.
Third kickoff here in the first half by the Tigers.
Gets a foot into it, drives it deep. Fielded, bounced at the 5-yard line by Arredondo. Arredondo runs to the far sideline and will take it out to about the 20-yard line, so a 15-yard return.
You call 15 yards. He actually probably ran about 45 or 50 running sideline to sideline. Was able to push it out, and they're going to set it right on the 20, and Southwest right up on the line of scrimmage with their spread offense ready to go.
It may have to do with the fact that it's a left-footed kicker, but the Eagles have had trouble handling the football.
Yeah, we've got timeout on the field.
Timeout on the field. Tigers take the timeout. 6:50 to play in the first half. Imperial 19, and it is Southwest nothing.
When you're hungry and you want delicious home-style cooking, there are 2 locations in the Imperial Valley that have the best. Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley, open 7 days a week, 5:30 a.m. to 3 p.m., offering delicious breakfast and lunch entrees, including ribeye steak, liver and onions, and meatloaf every Tuesday. The Original Town Pump in Westmoreland is open 4 p.m. till 9 p.m. They're closed Mondays. Brownie's Diner in Brawley and the Original Town Pump in Westmoreland.
McNeese Mart is your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get you through your day. Fill your tank with V-Power from Shell, and then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza, or be the office for your next party with their giant 52-inch pizza. Daily specials on selected foot-long subs for only $6. Yes, McNeese Mart is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street in El Centro.
And the Eagles rolling to the left, and it goes incomplete, intended for Benji Alvarez, went off his fingertips and then off the helmet of Enders.
Yeah, that's one of those.
It's a doink doink.
Yeah, that's one of those where you have 2 offensive players with a chance to make the reception, and neither one was able to bring it in.
Vincent leads Holtville 16-7 in the second quarter. Central 21, Palo Verde 7.
And that is Palo Verde's homecoming over there in Blythe.
It is 2nd and 10, and it is the handoff to Joshua Enders. Enders slips as he cuts out to the 24-yard line, spotted on the 25. It'll be 3rd and 5.
And looks like the best pickup of the night for Joshua Enders.
They give him a gain of just 3, so it'll be 3rd and 7. Enders, the single set back. Holguin back to pass, looking, has some time, and now he has to run for his life. And in the process, brings it across the 25 to the 27-yard line. It'll bring up 4th and 4.
Holguin did not have anybody open, but also he failed to see that the 2 linebackers for the Tigers was just sitting there spying on him. So once he broke the line of scrimmage, there was nowhere for him to go. And both linebackers, Brandon Silva was one, and we also had another one in there, was Manuel Petonis.
So Alvarez will punt again. This has been interesting. Low snap, brings it down, gets away, nice kick. It is fielded at the 42, across the 50, gets a block, and it is Ramos down inside the 20, down to the 15-yard line before he is pushed back. So Joey Ramos, the senior, does the right thing, goes straight north, and takes it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Jesus Guarme for the Eagles made a touchdown-saving tackle as he finally brought Ramos down, pulled him down, as you mentioned, yanked him down. But once again, the Tigers, after that previous short drive, are right on the doorstep, knocking on another possible touchdown.
It is 1st and 10, Tigers. Snap back, looking, got 5 men in the pattern. He's able to dump it off while in the grasp of Sammy Arredondo, and also in there, holding on to him, was Seneca Haynes. But he's able to get the pass off. It does go incomplete, but that saved a 10-yard sack.
Reed did a great job of getting rid of the football, and he put it right on the hand to the intended receiver, not able to bring it in.
Jordan Reed back, fires another bullet. It is Ramos at the 5, turns it upfield, and does he get in? No. He's just shy of the goal line. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Joey Ramos showing some chops as a receiver. As you said, Johnny pretty much does it all.
Yeah, 15-yard pickup on that. Just shy of the goal line. They have to call it on the 1-yard line, but it's more like on the 3-inch yard line.
And guess who? It is into the end zone for the score. Jesus Padilla, 5'6", 180 fullback. He's a senior. So the Tigers put up another one.
Now we'll have to wait and see if they go for 2. Reed is still out on the field, which means they have not decided yet.
Well, looks like they're going to go for 2, try and make up for what they've missed so far. I just hand it to Padilla, and he is standing right behind Reed. Now he shifts to the right side. And it is a sweep, and looking for some running room, turning it up and getting into the end zone from the slot. It is Jacob Gray for the 2-point conversion. So 4:51 to play in the first half. Imperial 27 and Southwest nothing.
I don't worry anymore about getting stranded with my car breaking down.
Why is that?
That automotive class I took at Imperial Valley College not only prepared me to fix my own car, it also prepared me for a new career in automotive repair.
I like the way you think. I've always wanted to become a welder.
Then check out these and other IVC career education classes at imperial.edu.
It's high school football. We're live on AM 1230 KXO El Centro and on the web at KXORadio.com. I'm Carol Buckley, with me John Triffle. Tigers kick off, and it'll be a bouncer down the middle of the field, and Sammy Arredondo picks it up and then slips. It'll be down at the 20, so it'll be 1st and 10 Southwest on their own 20-yard line.
When you're hungry and you want delicious home-style cooking, there are 2 locations in the Imperial Valley that have the best. Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley, open 7 days a week, 5:30 a.m. to 3 p.m., offering delicious breakfast and lunch entrees, including ribeye steak, liver and onions, and meatloaf every Tuesday. The Original Town Pump in Westmoreland is open 4 p.m. till 9 p.m. They're closed Mondays. Brownie's Diner in Brawley and the Original Town Pump in Westmoreland.
Holguin with the snap, hands off. It is Benji Alvarez around the left side, takes it out to the 30. It's a pickup of 9. It'll bring up 2nd and 1.
That is the best offensive play by the Eagles tonight. Alvarez picking up 9 yards, his first credited carry.
2nd and 1. 4:20 to play in the first half. Back to pass, firing it downfield, got Enders wide open, and Enders turned around the wrong shoulder. It'll go incomplete. He had about 5 yards on the coverage. Had he caught it, nobody would have caught him.
Unfortunate situation for the Eagles. We've mentioned that throughout the season. Excellent play call, excellent execution by the quarterback Holguin. Put it right there where he needed to. Just not completed in the other end. So bring it up now 3rd and short.
3rd and 1. Joshua Enders, the single setback. Joseph Enders goes in motion. Joshua has the football. Joshua will get the first down as he is pushed back. Sergio Serrano on the tackle. But it is a first down.
First down gained by the Eagles on their own initiative. The other 2 first downs came by way of personal fouls that the Tigers handed to the Eagles.
Holguin hands off, and this is Enders again. Enders dips to the left, then cuts to the right, and picks up 8 yards. It'll be 2nd and 2. 3:30 to play in the first half as the clock runs. 3-man front for the Tigers. And on the sweep, it is Benji Alvarez. Alvarez will be pushed out of bounds after losing about a yard. That time, couldn't turn the corner.
And they're running to the short side of the field, which means from the hash mark, it's the shortest distance to the sideline. So that helped as a 12th defender for the Tigers. Southwest right up on the line of scrimmage, ready to go.
Again, Enders, the single setback. Enders with the handoff. Enders hit and drop. Beautiful shooting in and making the tackle was Brandon Silva, the inside linebacker, and lose another 2 yards. It'll be 4th and 14.
Southwest looking at the sidelines. Now Benji Alvarez is out there. He is the punter, but Holguin stayed in, so Alvarez is going to flank out to the right side.
4th and 4, my apologies. And it is Joshua Enders. He's hit and stood up and dropped. But he gets the first down.
It was right at the yard to make. And so let's give Enders credit. He took a big hit, but he pushed the defensive man forward across to the 45-yard line and pick up a 5.
Ethan Ramos with the big hit. It is 1st and 10. Clock runs inside of 2:20 to play. Eagles moving the ball for the first time this evening. Play action fake. Holguin fires deep downfield, and it's a wobbly duck, and it is caught. Benji Alvarez goes up and brings it down over the coverage of Andrew Luna and Joey Ramos. Alvarez using his size, and that was a duck, John.
Yeah, but
a wounded duck, but it's
completed. And Southwest now up on the line. They do have 3 timeouts left.
Ball on the 15-yard line. Handoff. It is Jeremy Arredondo. Arredondo across the 10, the 5, and down at the 3. It'll be 1st and goal.
And Arredondo picked up 13 yards as Southwest, I think, caught the Tigers back on their heels a little bit.
And there is a flag. Holding against the Eagles.
So that will deny that excellent first down run, which completed another first down. Spot foul, so we'll have to wait and see where they actually mark it. The ball was on the 15.
And where do they end up placing it? They will place it on the 13. So it'll be 1st and 8.
It actually gained 2 yards.
And the ball mishandled by Holguin, and he's chased. He laterals back to Enders, and that didn't help as he's dropped all the way back at the 34-yard line.
Unfortunately for Holguin, he just didn't have it about his presence to go ahead and throw the football out of bounds for an incompleted pass, and that's going to be a huge loss. They're going to put it back all the way. Looks like they finally marked it on the 34-yard line.
Second and about 30.
They lost 21 yards on that.
Olguin under a big rush dumps it off. A flanker screen to Joseph Enders. Enders missed the first time by Sergio Serrano. Then he gets up and does make the tackle, sans helmet.
Now we do have a timeout on the field. The player, because he's lost his helmet.
That should be, okay, there is signaling holding, and it is declined. But I thought once he lost his helmet, he was...
Well, no, they've accepted the penalty.
They accepted it, okay.
No, the lost helmet, all that means is he's just got to come out for a play. It's not an infraction unless you take it off, do some grandstanding type of thing. So it's still going to be first down. That pass will not count.
Third down. It's on the 46.
It still should be first down because we've had 2 penalties here after they got the ball down to the 15. Let's see what they've got. Yeah.
Everybody's showing third. Inside of 40 seconds to play. From first and goal on the 3 to third and forever on a double reverse flea flicker, firing it downfield, and Benji Alvarez goes up. Flag comes in, and see what they're going to call on this one. Probably pass interference.
It was thrown by, we have a legal man downfield as one of the linemen was more than 5 yards. That's going to be declined.
Okay. Fourth. And Olguin took a big hit as soon as he let loose of the ball. It is fourth and forever. Fourth and about 45 maybe.
Yeah, they got to get it down to the 5-yard line, so that would make it 41 yards.
Olguin back to pass, big rush, steps up, heaves it deep downfield. Nobody's down there except Andrew Luna, and he's wearing red. So, 25 seconds to play. The Tigers will put it in play. First and 10. And they have the ball on their own 46-yard line. That was a mess. That was a terrible series.
Yeah, well, and they actually did. They shorted the Eagles of one of their downs. There should have been first down repeated on the holding penalty that actually gained them 2 yards. And I think that's where they kind of got mixed up. Since they gained yards, they changed the down marker to second down when it should have been first again.
Reed back to pass. Reed steps up. He's hit. He's dropped. He is sacked.
Let's see if the Tigers take one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock has stopped.
Sammy Lopez. There's a flag on the field. Sammy Lopez sacked Jordan Reed. But there is a flag on the field, and that's why the clock stopped.
Yeah, there's no quitting Sammy Lopez. He's still playing.
Illegal shift by the Tigers. It is declined. We will wind the clock. And the clock is running, and I don't think the Tigers want to take...
Yeah,
they're just standing around. They're just going to walk off. That's the end of the half. At the end of the first half of play, our score, Imperial 27 and Southwest nothing.
Bo and his team of employees at Stan's Auto Body are constantly striving on giving you 100% satisfaction on getting your vehicle repaired and fixed right. Stan's Auto Body is grateful from the support that they hear and being rated #1 with CarWise.com. Yes, accidents are disturbing, and Stan's Auto Body is here for you. Stan's Auto Body works with all insurance companies. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Day in and day out, your publicly owned Imperial Irrigation District proudly delivers low-cost, reliable energy service to its customers in the Imperial and Coachella Valleys. When compared to other power providers, IID's residential, commercial, and governmental customers all save up to 50% on their monthly energy bills. That's because IID is committed to more than just delivering power. IID is committed to you. IID, where customers always come first.
At Tyler Insurance, we're proud to have served Imperial Valley's businesses and families since 1921. Now, as part of Gallagher, we're committed to bringing you the same team and exceptional service with expanded offerings in insurance, risk management, and consulting services. Together, we're dedicated to helping your business and your community face their future with confidence. Visit ajg.com/Tyler to learn more about our new partnership with Gallagher.
When you crave Mexican food, are you not sure where to go? I'll give you a suggestion. La Fonda Bar and Grill. Yes, the Camacho family is still doing it right with freshly made Mexican food. From enchiladas to special quesadillas, and everything is handmade. And of course, Miss Camacho, she still comes in to make sure everybody's favorite chili rellenos are there. La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street in El Centro. Open Wednesday through Monday for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical California high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the California Interscholastic Federation and the California State Athletic Directors Association.
You're listening to High School Football on AM 1230 KXOL Centro and on the World Wide Web at KXORadio.com.
We are at the half at Shimamoto Simpson Stadium on the campus of Imperial High School. The Imperial Tigers, the Southwest Eagles, in important IVL clash. Bringing you some scores around the valley. Brawley leads Calexico 37-0 in the second quarter. Central 29, Palo Verde 7. That's also second quarter. Vincent Memorial 16, Holtville 7. And, there's some baseball going on, John. Houston 4, Washington 1, bottom of the sixth inning. John Driffel has some numbers for you, and we'll take care of them coming up as our halftime report continues.
It's the Beauty Fall Flooring Sale now until November 30th. Dermis Floor Covering is offering 24 months special financing on Shaw Floors, Anderson Tuftex, and Cortec Flooring. Whether you need carpet, hardwood, vinyl, or something to withstand pets, kids, or water, rest assured there's flooring that's just right for your lifestyle on approved credit. Visit Dermis Flooring at 220 North J Street in Imperial.
No matter what you need to keep your home cool and comfortable, R&K Air Conditioning has it. From complete TempStar cooling systems to the latest in Wi-Fi capable thermostats, we have everything you need to stay comfortable. That's why you should make R&K Air Conditioning your first and only call for your cooling needs. Call 760-353-7570 or find us online at rkair.net. TempStar, quality you can feel.
Flautas y sopes. Delicious, authentic Mexican food. Just $6.49 for a dozen flautas. Combo meals for any appetite. With 3 locations in the valley. 715 Cesar Chavez Boulevard in Calexico. 1531 Ford Drive next to Foods for Less in El Centro. And 1622 South 4th Street next to Soul Market in El Centro. Open Monday through Saturday 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sundays 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. in Calexico and 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. in El Centro. Don't forget you can go online for our menu and call in your order ahead of time. Flautas y sopes. The real deal.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
Okay, John Driffel, the score says 27-0. What do your numbers show?
Well, they are rather interesting, Carol, as we here are at the Shimamoto Simpson Stadium in Imperial being entertained by the Pride of Imperial, the high school marching band. This is the Johnny Romero Fireman's Hat game, and at the half, as you mentioned, Imperial has a commanding 27-0 lead. The stats a little bit unusual because we had those 3 huge sacks. One was a bad snap that the quarterback Reed suffered. Because you add in all of those negative yards, Imperial ran the ball 14 times from scrimmage for only a total of 26 yards. They really ran it for 71 yards, but those snaps, sacks, bad snaps, etc. added up to negative 45 yards, so that's why he ended up with 26 total yards. Reed had what for him would be an average first half. He completed 9 of 14 attempts for 117 yards, giving the Imperial Tigers 143 total yards at halftime. 7 first downs. You would think with 4 touchdowns they'd have more than that, but they did score on 2 long scoring plays, and obviously you only get 1 first down per long rush or pass completion. So only 7 first downs, and we did not have any turnovers by the Tigers. No fumbles, no interceptions. The one fumble that they did have, they recovered on their own. We'll be back to take a look at what Southwest has done after this.
Start the day off right by having breakfast at Broken Yoke Cafe. Once again voted best breakfast in the Imperial Valley by our customers. Thank you. Remember, Broken Yoke strives every day to bring you great service and great food. Still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yoke Cafe and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yoke Cafe on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
Hi, this is Julie Oliver. As your local Allstate agent, providing protection that fits your life, I am committed to learning about your needs and personalizing protection to meet them. Contact me at 760-353-5800. That's 353-5800.
Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Life insurance offered through Allstate Life Insurance Company and Allstate Assurance Company, Northbrook, Illinois, and American Heritage Life Insurance Company, Jacksonville, Florida.
McNeese Smart is your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get you through your day. Fill your tank with V-Power from Shell, and then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza, or be the office for your next party with their giant 52-inch pizza. Daily specials on selected foot-long subs for only $6. Yes, McNeese Smart is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street in El Centro.
We are at the half in Imperial, California. We're at the half. The homestanding Imperial Tigers lead the Southwest Eagles in the Johnny Romero Fireman's Hat game, 27-0. We mentioned that Imperial had 7 first downs. Southwest picked up 5. 2 of those were gifts on roughing the passer and a personal foul against the Tigers, but there was also 3 acquired the old-fashioned way, passing and running. Let's see what Imperial compares to Southwest. Imperial has 26 total yards. Southwest has 40. So you'd think, okay, Southwest must be in the football game, but we already mentioned that Imperial actually rushed for 71 yards. They had the 45 negative yards, so that brought them back. That leads with Imperial trailing by about 14 yards in the overall, but that's not the payoff. The payoff is in the scoreboard where the Tigers are leading 27-0. 3 for 8 compared to 9 for 14 were the 2 quarterbacks. Jordan Reed, the junior, his counterpart, of course, Nathan Olgian, the junior for Southwest, 3 of 8 for 50 yards, giving Southwest 90 total yards to the Imperial Tigers 143. So the passing game, you can see that's the difference, Carol. Only 14 yards difference in the rushing game that favors Southwest, but you have in the passing game, you have 67 yards difference favoring the Tigers. 5 first downs. Also, Southwest did have the 1 turnover on the fumble. No interceptions. We'll be back with the individual stats after this.
Hacienda Snack Bar, bringing you catering at its best for your next party or event. They'll do it right. Let them do the work for you. From appetizers to full-course meals, like their tri-tip dinner with their famous cheesy potatoes. Call Hacienda Snack Bar today for your next event at 344-5542. That's 344-5542. Or stop by Hacienda Snack Bar, 941 K Street in Brawley.
Day in and day out, your publicly owned Imperial Irrigation District proudly delivers low-cost, reliable energy service to its customers in the Imperial and Coachella Valleys. When compared to other power providers, IID's residential, commercial, and governmental customers all save up to 50% on their monthly energy bills. That's because IID is committed to more than just delivering power. IID is committed to you. IID, where customers always come first.
We're at Imperial, California. We're at the half. The Tigers are leading the visiting Eagles of Southwest 27-0 in the annual Johnny Romero Fireman's Hat game. We mentioned that Southwest has 40 yards rushing, 50 yards passing for 90 total yards. Here's how they acquired all of those yards. Benji Alvarez has 2 carries for 9 yards. Joseph Enders, 2 carries for 4 yards. His brother Joshua Enders has 7 carries for no yards, but that's because that one busted play on the bad snap ended up with Joshua Enders losing 21 yards. So he really had positive 21 yards, and then that one play put him all the way back to 0. Olgian turned out to have 4 positive carries, not sacks, but positive carries for 9 yards. And rounding out the rushing for the Eagles, Sammy Arredondo had 4 carries for 18 yards. The 3 passes were caught by 2 receivers, both out of the backfield. One, Joshua Enders, had for 8 yards, and Benji Alvarez had 2 for 42 yards, which set the Eagles up on the 15-yard line, which we thought was going to be a chance to get a score on the board before the half ran out. But unfortunately, there was a bad snap that ended up with a negative 21-yard play that set the Eagles back. We do have positive news for the Eagles. They will receive the second half kickoff. So we'll be back with that and more after this.
When you're hungry and you want delicious home-style cooking, there are 2 locations in the Imperial Valley that have the best. Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley, open 7 days a week, 5:30 a.m. to 3 p.m., offering delicious breakfast and lunch entrees, including ribeye steak, liver and onions, and meatloaf every Tuesday. The original Town Pump in Westmoreland is open 4 p.m. till 9 p.m. They're closed Mondays. Brownie's Diner in Brawley and the original Town Pump in Westmoreland.
I don't worry anymore about getting stranded with my car breaking down.
Why is that?
That automotive class I took at Imperial Valley College not only prepared me to fix my own car, it also prepared me for a new career in automotive repair.
I like the way you think. I've always wanted to become a welder.
Then check out these and other IVC career education classes at imperial.edu.
Bo and his team of employees at Stan's Auto Body are constantly striving on giving you 100% satisfaction on getting your vehicle repaired and fixed right. Stan's Auto Body is grateful from the support that they hear and being rated #1 with CarWise.com. Yes, accidents are disturbing, and Stan's Auto Body is here for you. Stan's Auto Body works with all insurance companies. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
At Tyler Insurance, we're proud to have served Imperial Valley's businesses and families since 1921. Now, as part of Gallagher, we're committed to bringing you the same team and exceptional service with expanded offerings in insurance, risk management, and consulting services. Together, we're dedicated to helping your business and your community face their future with confidence. Visit ajg.com/Tyler to learn more about our new partnership with Gallagher.
We are at the half. The Imperial Tigers and the Southwest Eagles in an important IVL game that has been all Imperial Tigers in the first half. Tigers with a 27-0 lead. The Eagles, they're going to have to take a little bit better care of the ball. They're going to have to make fewer mistakes, and they're going to have to put together an offensive drive like they had going in the last couple of minutes of the first half until the train ran off the track and the wheels came off that train, John.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Tigers have been spinning their wheels quite a bit this season. They always play with effort, so let's give them credit for that. We've already highlighted several players that on what could have been Imperial touchdowns, kids came in and put out the full effort, brought down the ball carrier or the receiver. So they're still playing the game. They're playing with a lot of heart. And let's see, they take this first half or second half kickoff if they can try to muster something, get some momentum going, get back in the game. Their line has not been dominated at all. The problem for the Eagles has been Reed, the quarterback. They have not been able to contain him, although they do have those negative 45 yards in sacks. So you'd think that they're doing a good job of that, but unfortunately, when you're 9 for 12, you're not slowing down the other team's quarterback.
Well, we've got a second half kickoff coming up, and as you pointed out, it'll be the Eagles putting it in play.
When you crave Mexican food, are you not sure where to go? I'll give you a suggestion. La Fonda Bar and Grill. Yes, the Camacho family is still doing it right with freshly made Mexican food. From enchiladas to special quesadillas, and everything is handmade. And of course, Miss Camacho, she still comes in to make sure everybody's favorite chili rellenos are there. La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street in El Centro. Open Wednesday through Monday for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
It's the Beauty Fall Flooring Sale now until November 30th. Dermis Floor Covering is offering 24 months special financing on Shaw Floors, Anderson Tough Decks, and Core-Tech Flooring. Whether you need carpet, hardwood, vinyl, or something to withstand pets, kids, or water, rest assured there's flooring that's just right for your lifestyle on approved credit. Visit Derma's Flooring at 220 North J Street in Imperial.
No matter what you need to keep your home cool and comfortable, R&K Air Conditioning has it. From complete TempStar cooling systems to the latest in Wi-Fi capable thermostats, we have everything you need to stay comfortable. That's why you should make R&K Air Conditioning your first and only call for your cooling needs. Call 760-353-7570 or find us online at rkair.net. TempStar, quality you can feel.
Flautas y sopes. Delicious, authentic Mexican food. Just $6.49 for a dozen flautas. Combo meals for any appetite. With 3 locations in the Valley. 715 Cesar Chavez Boulevard in Calexico. 1531 Ford Drive next to Foods for Less in El Centro. And 1622 South 4th Street next to Soul Market in El Centro. Open Monday through Saturday 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sundays 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. in Calexico and 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. in El Centro. Don't forget you can go online for our menu and call in your order ahead of time. Flautas y sopes. The real deal.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical California high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the California Interscholastic Federation and the California State Athletic Directors Association.
You're listening to High School Football on AM 1230 KXOL Centro and on the World Wide Web at KXORadio.com.
Well, we're set for the kickoff to open the second half, and it's another low bouncer that will skip past the deep backs for the Eagles into the end zone. It'll be 1st and 10 Eagles on their own 20-yard line. The Eagles, as we said, they're going to have to put together some offense, and that means the receivers are going to have to hang on to the football. You're going to have to give Olguin some time, and he's going to have to air it out.
Yeah, there was some question since the ball was touched and then went in the end zone why it didn't have to be returned. But in high school, whenever the ball crosses the goal line, it's automatic touchback.
And he did not control it, so there's no doubt. 1st and 10. And it is Enders. Enders will bring it out to about the 24-yard line. It would be Joshua. And they spot it on the 22-yard line, John.
It didn't get a really favorable spot for the Eagles, but Enders, some tough running there between tackles, pushed the pile forward for a couple.
And it is Enders again. This time he's hit in the backfield, and he's stopped at the 20.
Yeah, they put one Enders in motion and then tried to cut behind him. That man in motion was Joshua.
C.J. Ramos with the tackle.
Ramos not fooled at all. So the Eagles give back one of the yards that Enders gained in the first play.
3rd and 9. Joseph Enders goes in motion. Olguin rolling and then hit, and he'll be sacked. 3 Tigers are on him. Nathan Villalobos in there also. C.J. Ramos one more time. He'll lose 5 yards. It'll bring up 4th and 14.
First sack of the evening against Olguin. Now, they did have a bad snap, but he was able to pitch the ball to Enders. So
yeah, give Enders the blame, right?
And the stats, that's how the stats show it. But now you have Ben Jalvarez back to punt. So the Eagles, wanting to try to get some momentum going, only took a minute and a half off the clock and have to punt.
Are they coming? They're coming, and the ball bounces back, and it is away, and it is fielded on a fair catch. Joey Ramos, and it'll be 1st and 10 Tigers on the Eagle 45-yard line.
Start the day off right by having breakfast at Broken Yoke Cafe. Once again voted best breakfast in the Imperial Valley by our customers. Thank you. Remember, Broken Yoke strives every day to bring you great service and great food. Still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yoke Cafe and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yoke Cafe on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
1st and 10 for the Tigers, and the handoff is to Padilla. The fullback rips it right up the middle, across the 40 to the 35, down to the 32-yard line. And there's an Eagle down on the field. That is Sammy Arredondo that's being tended to. But Padilla.
Yeah, Arredondo has to leave the field. He is an inside linebacker, although he weighs probably about 150 pounds or so. So he's always in there mixing up, and that time kind of got run over by Padilla, who's listed at 190. Tigers right up on the line of scrimmage, ready to go.
Cooper Dickerson comes in for him. It is 1st and 10. Padilla, the single setback. 3 wide on the left side. The wide side, it is play action as Reed will keep it, and Reed will pay for it as he's dropped at the 40-yard line. And we'll give credit to Sammy Lopez for that sack. Sammy had some help there by another one of the big guys, Josue Acosta.
The success that the Tigers have running the football, you wonder why they just don't give it to Padilla or one of those other big backs every down.
2nd and 19. And it is the handoff is off to Padilla. Padilla picks up some good yardage.
He gained most of the yardage lost on the sack. They're going to put him all the way across the 35 spot on the 34, 5-yard pickup.
James Butcher came up from his safety spot to get in on the tackle. 3rd and 11. Back to pass. Reed steps up. He's chased again. Turns it upfield, and he may take it across the 30 to the 25 to the 15. Out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Jordan Reed doing something he really doesn't want to do, and that's run with the football.
And he showed good foot speed. He outran several of the interior linemen and the linebacker for the Eagles, so that will certainly help his stats after taking all those sacks. As we're now, looks like they marked it all the way down to the 13-yard line, pickup of 21 yards.
1st and 10 from the 13. Reed fumbles the snap. That wasn't a bad snap. He just didn't have it.
Yeah, he was looking into the defensive backfield trying to pick up where he was going to make his connection for a possible touchdown pass. Took his eye off the football, didn't receive it cleanly, and so it takes another loss.
Padilla recovered the fumble. Loss of 2. It is Padilla that on the play action, and keeping the ball is Reed, and tossing it off to Ramos, who goes into the end zone for the score. A little bit of razzle-dazzle. Everybody, myself included, concentrated on Padilla, and Reed just flipped it off in the flat to Ramos, and he went in. A 15-yard touchdown run.
Now it looks like the Tigers are going to go ahead and go for 2 with Velasquez out with the tee. And this will be the first time now in 3 touchdowns. No, they
and it is a Wildcat snap, and it is Bonillas, and he gets into the end zone, and that makes it 35-0.
Yeah, they had the tee out on the field, but you don't have to kick it just because the tee's there. So good job of trying to confuse the Eagles, and that's exactly what Imperial did. As a 2-point conversion, does bring it to 35 points. But let's remind everyone that that's not automatic running clock. It has to be both sides, both teams, both coaches have to agree in the 3rd quarter if you're going to start the running clock. It's automatic in the 4th, but not yet.
7:57 to play in the 3rd quarter. It is Imperial 35, Southwest nothing. The Eagles will kick off again. Scores around the valley. Central 29, Palo Verde 7 at the half. Brawley 44, Calexico nothing at the half. Valenzuela approaches the ball, sticks it deep, fielded on a line drive, and that is Arredondo. Arredondo keeps it north and south, gets it across the 20, the 25, out to about the 37-yard line. That time, he kept it running north and south, and that's what happens. Good things happen that way, John.
Yeah, Sammy Arredondo took that right up the gut, made a good cut, made a few people miss. And so they're going to put the ball 37-yard line. Let's see if Southwest can build something here. As we've seen all season long, both teams stand upright, getting the call in for the offense and the defense from their sideline.
And it is handoff to Joshua Enders. Joshua Enders is ridden down, bulldogged down. And on the cattle call tackle, James Folks.
Yeah, he tackled him, but Enders was able to pick up, it looks like, about 4 yards. They're going to put it on the 41-yard line.
It'll be second and 6. That's got to hurt. Folks about 210 pounds. And it is Enders again, this time into the middle, gets a yard. Out to the 42. That's it. And it'll bring up 3rd and 5.
Clock now shows under 7 minutes to go.
Central 36, Palo Verde 7 in the third quarter. Vincent 16, Holtville 7, third quarter. Here it's 35-0.
A lot of people thought that Vincent-Holtville game was going to be a shootout into the 40s, but so far it isn't.
Olguin back to pass, has time, fires deep downfield and overthrows Enders. He's got an arm.
Yeah, Olguin showed it off right there as he threw it about 15 yards beyond anybody. That does stop the clocks, and Southwest brings out their punting unit.
It'll bring up a 4th and 5. Ball is on the 43-yard line of the Eagles.
Now interesting to see what Imperial, we've seen them stay at the line of scrimmage. We've seen them rush and actually get a hand on one of the balls. We've seen them feign like they're going to pull back and then rush. And we've seen them pull back completely. Alvarez back to take the snap. The snap itself has been an adventure this whole season. And tonight they've had a couple that Alvarez has caught on the hop.
Good snap. He'll look and fire and dumps it off, and incomplete on the fake. Armando Zavala, the intended receiver. And Imperial really wasn't full, John.
Yeah, they did not rush anybody, but unfortunately for the Eagles, the pass was there, the play was there, reminiscent of the 4th down pass that the Spartans pulled off in the city championship game against these Eagles. And the young man just probably got a little bit excited, saw that he was going to have the first down, and wasn't able to catch it. And he probably also looked upfield a little bit too soon. So that turns the ball over, and Imperial, as they've had all night, excellent field position.
1st and 10. Jordan Reed has Jesus Padilla next to him. Hands it off to Padilla. Padilla up the middle and down to the 40-yard line. And on the tackle, Josue Acosta. Acosta has stepped up a bit tonight, John.
Yes, an excellent tackle and excellent run. 3 yards on first down. Keep doing that, you're going to get first downs. But I expect a pass coming here. That seems to be Imperial's MO.
Eagles show blitz, and the Tigers have the perfect play, slant in the middle. It's complete to Ryan Bonillas. Bonillas, and where are they going to spot it?
They're very close to a first down, and they've given them a first down.
It is a first down out to the 32-yard line.
That will stop the clock as they move the chains 2 for 2.
It is Padilla again. Padilla into the middle, and Padilla will pick up about 3 yards before Acosta again wraps him up. on the bottom of the pile on the tackle.
Carlos Salcedo was also in there on that tackle. The Eagles showing some heart, but he only was able to pick up about 3.5 yards on that carry.
2nd and 7. And I think we're going to see a whole lot of Padilla. And this time, fake it to Padilla, dump it off in the far side to Bonilla. And Bonilla will pick up the first down. As that play, same play that went for the touchdown, John.
Right. Now, Reed, 3 for 3 in this half in the early going. As I guess the word has been given in to the referee, they're going to go ahead and run the clock.
And this time wide open and into the end zone for the score is Brenton Adams, his second score of the night. Nobody picked him up. Nobody was anywhere near him. No Eagle within 20 yards of Adams.
That was a quick hitter that Adams came out as if he was going to run off the field, but then just stopped in the playing area, which is perfectly legal to do, all by himself. Took the pass as now Velasquez comes out for another PAT attempt from the tee.
Benitez will hold. Snap bounces back. The kick goes up, and the kick is good. 4:42 to play in the third quarter. It is Imperial 42. And Southwest nothing.
Hi, this is Julie Oliver. As your local Allstate agent, providing protection that fits your life, I am committed to learning about your needs and personalizing protection to meet them. Contact me at 760-353-5800. That's 353-5800.
Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Life insurance offered through Allstate Life Insurance Company and Allstate Assurance Company, Northbrook, Illinois, and American Heritage Life Insurance Company, Jacksonville, Florida.
It's high school football on AM 1230.
You're listening to high school football on AM 1230 KXOL Central and on the World Wide Web at KXORadio.com.
And the Tigers will kick off again. And again, it'll bounce down the middle of the field, and it'll be picked up at about the 15. And looking for some running room, Joseph Enders, and there's nothing there, as he brings it across the 20 out to about the 24-yard line. The Eagles will put it in play 1st and 10 on their own 25-yard line.
As the clock runs down to 4:21. And right now, Eagles triple wideouts to the left.
And handed off to Arredondo. Nothing in the middle, so he takes it to the outside and is hit and knocked down. As Sammy Arredondo will pick up about 3 yards.
And no quitting Arredondo.
Nope. They give him 1 yard.
No, they moved it out, Carol. They exactly where you said. It's all the way out to the 27-yard line. That's a 3-yard pickup. No quitting Arredondo, his first carry here in the second half.
Arredondo, the single setback. O'Gean dumps it off in the flat. It is complete. And picking up some good yardage, Eddie Velez will pick up about 5 yards.
Very close to the first down. The clock has been stopped as they may have to measure. Nope, they looks like they've told the chains to move on. That will be Southwest first down here in the third quarter.
O'Gean from the shotgun takes a snap, fumbles what was supposed to be a fake handoff to Enders, and he dropped the ball, and Nathan Villalobos jumped on top of him. So it's a loss of about 6, 2nd and 16.
The second sack here in the third quarter for O'Gean after he did not suffer any sacks in the first half.
So the Eagles get something going, and then they shoot themselves in the foot. Trips on the left side. Holguin back to pass. Holguin dumps it off, and it is Benji Alvarez has it, and then it is punched out by the defender. And Alvarez had it, and like I said, it just got punched out.
Yeah, excellent defensive play, well conceived, well designed, well executed by the offense of the Eagles. Alvarez caught it right in stride, but couldn't quite complete the play at the end there. Good defensive play.
Holguin back to pass again, steps up. He'll have to keep it. No, now he dumps it off to Veliz. Out to the, I called it, it skipped.
Yeah, the pass was ruled
short
incomplete.
Hop.
So now that will bring up 4th down as Benji Alvarez comes out to punt.
4th and 16. We've got 2:36 to play in the third quarter. 42-0. Imperial leads the Southwest Eagles.
And as we've mentioned all year, an exciting center snap coming up.
Snap back, good snap, big rush. He gets it away, and it's a nice kick. And the Tigers will let it bounce. It'll be downed at the Tiger 36-yard line. The Tigers will put it in play. 1st and 10 there. They lead 42-0.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
1st and 10 Tigers from their own 36-yard line. Handoff, Padilla up the middle, across the 45, the 50, the 40, the 30, and down at the 20-yard line, finally caught by James Butcher. Butcher got the angle and brought him down, but not till he carries it down to the 15-yard line. They'll spot it on about the 18. Tigers up, ready to put it in play.
56-yard pickup for Padilla.
Now the Tigers jump. One of the Tigers pulled up. And are they going to say pulled up because somebody was in his face?
Yeah, in high school, if you come across the neutral zone, but this time the offensive player moved first.
Just starting the third quarter, it's Brawley 44, Calexico nothing. Vincent 16, Holtville 15 in the third quarter. 1st and 15. Reed. Back to pass, dumps it off, and it is complete, but it's going to be...
Well, we have a pass interference.
It's going to be pass interference, and I think we also may have a personal foul.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see if the pass interference is offense or defense. The Tigers are celebrating. The referees have not brought the ball back yet. So it looks like the touchdown is going to stand.
Pass interference against the Tigers.
There we go. That will not stand. We'll have to march it back.
And I'm almost surprised there was not a personal foul called unsportsmanlike conduct after a little celebration in the end zone.
Well, since there was no touchdown, there can't be a touchdown celebration, I guess. So they're going to move the ball back.
Okay, it makes it a moot point.
All the way back to the 37-yard line. So that's your typical 14-yard penalty. But it will be first down.
We got a new quarterback, and we do have Padilla with the football. Padilla across the 40 to the 30, stays on his feet inside to about the 22-yard line. Now flags come in well after the play, but Joaquin Alvarado is in at quarterback.
Yeah, I don't think the coaching staff for either side can get this game in the fourth quarter soon enough. It's going to be a personal foul against the Tigers, doesn't necessarily mean it had to be a late hit or anything. It could have been something to do with unsportsmanlike conduct, as Coach Laguerre getting the explanation now. So after that big run, they're going to move it all the way back to the original line of scrimmage. So there's no, it's like it never happened. It's a do-over, mulligan.
Still first down. 1st and 10, 20, 30. About 34 yards to go, John.
Yeah, minute 7 to get us out of this third quarter into the fourth. As now the clock does wind up. We do have a new quarterback in there.
We mentioned that, Joaquin Alvarado.
Now we have a whistle, and it looks like we have timeout on the field by the Eagles.
Eagles take timeout with 1 minute to play in the third quarter. Imperial 42. And Southwest, nothing.
McNeese Smart is your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get you through your day. Fill your tank with V-Power from Shell, and then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza, or feed the office for your next party with their giant 52-inch pizza. Daily specials on selected foot-long subs for only $6. Yes, McNeese Smart is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street in El Centro.
Hacienda Snack Bar, bringing you catering at its best for your next party or event. They'll do it right. Let them do the work for you. From appetizers to full course meals, like their tri-tip dinner with their famous cheesy potatoes. Call Hacienda Snack Bar today for your next event at 344-5542. That's 344-5542. Or stop by Hacienda Snack Bar, 941 K Street in Brawley.
Your favorite NFL team plays on Imperial Valley's AM 1230, KXOL Centro.
Well, we're a minute away from the start of the fourth quarter. Imperial leads 42-0. They have the ball, second and forever, on the 38-yard line. And I'm sorry, you step across the line, and it's offsides.
Yeah, that will move the ball forward now, giving back 5 of those yards that the Tigers penalize themselves on in the 2 personal fouls.
They've got to get it down to what, about the 5-yard line?
Let's see, this play was
about the 8-yard line.
Right, yeah, it was first and 10 from the 18.
Okay, big rush, dumps it off, and it is complete to Banias. Banias at the 20, the 10, the 5, touchdown. Let's give Joaquin Alvarado props for a touchdown pass.
32 yards.
And, of course, Ryan Bonias on the reception. Got to feel good. Backup quarterback comes in on his first possession. He picks up a TD.
On the other side of the field, Southwest is wondering, what are you throwing a bubble screen for when it's already 42-0? Velasquez in, ready to try the left-footed PAT.
Snap back, kick up, kick is good with 47 seconds to play in the third quarter. It's Imperial 49, Southwest nothing.
I don't worry anymore about getting stranded with my car breaking down.
Why is that?
That automotive class I took at Imperial Valley College not only prepared me to fix my own car, it also prepared me for a new career in automotive repair.
I like the way you think. I've always wanted to become a welder.
Then check out these and other IVC career education classes at imperial.edu.
Day in and day out, your publicly owned Imperial Irrigation District proudly delivers low-cost, reliable energy service to its customers in the Imperial and Coachella Valleys. When compared to other power providers, IID's residential, commercial, and governmental customers all save up to 50% on their monthly energy bills. That's because IID is committed to more than just delivering power. IID is committed to you. IID, where customers always come first.
The Tigers will kick off. Valenzuela left foots it down the middle. It'll bounce all the way down and picked up by Joseph Enders at the 10-yard line. Enders cuts it to the far sideline, turns it upfield, and will cross the 30. And where do they say he's out of bounds? At about the 33-yard line. or somewhere in that neighborhood. Spotted on the 34, 1st and 10, Eagles on their own 34-yard line.
And as we've seen all year, Southwest, first possession all the way to the end of the year next week. They're going to go ahead and come out, and they'll start. Everybody looking at the sidelines, getting the play called in. No huddle, right up on the line of scrimmage.
And the handoff up the middle, Benji Alvarez. Alvarez will drag a tackler out to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
We have a whistle and a stop of the clock on the scoreboard. Not sure. I don't see anybody injured.
Clock is running. And we may have one more play in the third quarter.
6-yard pickup by Alvarez.
2nd and 4 from the 40. And Alvarez again. This time he goes off left tackle, turns it upfield, and he's across the 45 to the 47-yard line. They move the chains, and that will be the end of the third quarter. At the end of 3 quarters of play, our score, Imperial 49, Southwest nothing.
Bo and his team of employees at Stan's Auto Body are constantly striving on giving you 100% satisfaction on getting your vehicle repaired and fixed right. Stan's Auto Body is grateful from the support that they hear and being rated #1 with CarWise.com. Yes, accidents are disturbing, and Stan's Auto Body is here for you. Stan's Auto Body works with all insurance companies. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro. When you're hungry and you want delicious home-style cooking, there are 2 locations in the Imperial Valley that have the best. Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley, open 7 days a week, 5:30 a.m. to 3 p.m., offering delicious breakfast and lunch entrees, including ribeye steak, liver and onions, and meatloaf every Tuesday. The Original Town Pump in Westmoreland is open 4 p.m. till 9 p.m. They're closed Mondays. Brownie's Diner in Brawley and the Original Town Pump in Westmoreland.
49-0, the Imperial Tigers lead the Southwest Eagles. Yes, fourth quarter, it is a mandatory running clock. And, John, it stops with a timeout and with an injury.
And the third opportunity is a touchdown. And now the clock is going. A lot of clean uniforms out there for the Tigers defense. That's good to see. And a few for the Southwest Eagles as well.
Back to pass. Olguin looking, chased. He'll run down, fire it downfield, incomplete. Joseph Enders, the intended receiver. He had Benji Alvarez running down the middle of the field, but Olguin under pressure couldn't get it to him.
And the best thing about that incompleted pass is it does not stop the clock. So we will see Southwest line up on the line of scrimmage as all players look to the east side of the field for the Tigers to get the defense called in, and the Eagles look to the west side to get their offensive play called in.
It'll be 2nd and 10. Alvarez, the single setback. Alvarez on the play action. It'll be Olguin keeping it, and Olguin is hit with a 1-2 punch by the Tigers. And in there, James Ponce. And with him, Manuel Pitones.
That play is designed to fool the defense. You've been running that play all night long where you give the ball to the up man and let him take it to the left side. And that time, Olguin pulled it back, and unfortunately, there was 2 Tigers right there waiting for him.
3rd and 10. Olguin back to pass, looking, chased out of the pocket, rolling to his left, and he is hit and dropped. Big hit. And there's a flag on the play, but Joel Hernandez, the junior, sacked him. And let's see what the call is. The call is personal foul, face mask against the Tigers.
And that will be 15 yards, which will not be the yard to make, but the personal foul kind should be an automatic first down.
They'll march it out across the 50 to the 49 in Tiger territory.
And it looks like they're not going to give them a first down. They're going to call it 4th down. My understanding was all personal fouls are automatic first downs, and now they do change it to first down.
Third down is what they show.
Well, yeah, they put it back to third down, okay?
3rd and 7
and
on the 49.
Ended up being a 4-yard penalty.
And Alvarez turning it to the outside, uses a stiff arm, but that doesn't work as he is spun down by Ethan Ramos, and in the process, Alvarez's helmet came off.
Yeah, that was a helmet tackle, and so that's the first penalty. We'll have to wait and see what the second flag was for. As you can tackle a player, but you can't grab him around the head and corkscrew the helmet off. So Imperial now, second straight major penalty on 2 consecutive plays. We'll have to wait and see again as the refs talk. One of the best aspects of this situation, though, Carol, unlike earlier in the game, is the refs can talk for another 8 minutes and the game will be over. So now the play happened right about midfield, right about the 50.
Personal foul, face mask.
Yeah, that was actually helmet. I mean, then we've got another call, personal foul.
Unsportsmanlike against the Eagles. So they'll march off the personal foul, and then they'll march back for the unsportsmanlike.
Which was a dead ball foul, so that, let's see now, they've already moved the change, so we're going to have to wait and see. Since the ball is sitting on the 45-yard line, it's actually a positive 4 yards for the Eagles, but that would not be enough for a first down. So they're going to have to figure out what they're going to do with the change now. All the while, the clock continues to run.
And Glenn Walker explaining to Coach Haynes what the deal is. But they'll spot the ball right now. It's on the 45 in Tiger territory.
And so that will be a first down. After all of that, they are going to give the Eagles their 3rd first down here in the second half.
And we've got 7 minutes to play in the game as the clock has been running the whole time. Benji Alvarez with the football. Benji Alvarez pushing. He gets about 8-9 yards on his effort alone.
Yeah, excellent play by Alvarez, not quitting, not declining or surrendering, and they're going to mark it down all the way across the 40. Looks like they put it on the 37-yard line. Nice 8-yard pickup.
Second, and call it a 7-yard, 2nd and 3. Alvarez again. Alvarez stumbles, but then stays on his feet as he regains balance and picks up the first down, as he will take it down to the 31-yard line.
Alvarez getting huge chunks now on each of these carries. Second consecutive first down on 2 plays.
And on the student body right, it is Joseph Enders on the sweep. That's the old SC student body right play, John.
Right, and SC is playing at Colorado tonight. We were talking about that before. A little bit chilly there in Colorado tonight.
Brawley leads Calexico 51-0.
Yeah, we have a player down, so that will stop the clock as they put the ball on the 36-yard line.
Central 43.
Excuse
37.
The 26-yard line, so Indians going to end up with a 5-yard carry after that last
just
play.
moved it back to the 27.
Okay, let's call it 4.
So, gain of 4, 2nd and 6, as they tend to the Eagle that's down. We've got 5:47 to play in the football game. It is Imperial 49, Southwest nothing.
At Tyler Insurance, we're proud to have served Imperial Valley's businesses and families since 1921. Now, as part of Gallagher, we're committed to bringing you the same team and exceptional service with expanded offerings in insurance, risk management, and consulting services. Together, we're dedicated to helping your business and your community face their future with confidence. Visit ajg.com/Tyler to learn more about our new partnership with Gallagher.
Joseph Enders, the injured Eagle, he is helped off the field. So
And that was Enders that just picked up the 5 yards that was then moved back to a 4-yard gain.
2nd and 6. Eagles are up at the line of scrimmage.
And as Enders exits the field, that will put the clock back in motion.
Houston Astros lead the Washington Nationals 4-1 in the bottom of the 8th inning. And back to pass, looking deep downfield, firing and overthrowing the intended receiver, Jacob Gomes. We've got 5 minutes to play. There was a flag on the play.
Holguin was mentioning Gomes to head into the end zone, but he didn't quite make the connection down there, as the play would not have counted anyway, as it was an illegal shift by the Eagles that was declined, so that'll bring up 3rd down now.
3rd and 6.
Well, the referee, as we saw, Yuma's already moved the ball back, so he's got to put it back to where the original line of scrimmage was, and he's now done that.
Last score we had Vincent leading Holtville 16-15.
You got a feeling that score is going to change.
And Benji Alvarez gets the football and is hit immediately as he is stopped by Maurice Padilla.
That's where the run-pass option can be at its worst, as Holguin a little bit undecided about whether to give it to Alvarez or to keep it himself and roll out for a pass, and all he ended up doing was getting Alvarez hit by about 6 different Tigers.
And he loses 3 yards, and it'll bring up 4th and 9.
No punt formation as Alvarez is split out wide right.
Holguin rolling to his left, looking downfield, fires down, and it is caught inside the 5-yard line. And Veliz with the catch. Eddie Veliz.
That'll be the 5th first down here in the second half. The clock continues to run.
And there is a penalty. It's coming back.
Well, I did not see a flag, still don't, so the ref must have already picked it up. So we're going to have to do this all over again.
No, I think he said it bounced before he caught it.
So they have changed the call.
So it'll be an incomplete pass.
Which means they'll have to come back to the 29-yard line where the play started. They're actually going to give the
And that's
Eagles,
turn it over on downs.
Yeah, they're going to give the Tigers an extra yard. They'll put it on the 30.
There's not an accountant in the bunch, John.
Clock now shows under 3 minutes to go. I would assume that the Tigers will keep this ball on the ground, but we've been here before.
Joaquin Alvarado was going to hand it off to Padilla, but flags fly.
You've got motion.
You've got some. You got a new quarterback. You've got a new cadence.
And again, that's really not that disconcerting to play because it does keep the clock moving at this stage. They want to get the game finished, complete, get everybody back Southwest on the bus and back to El Centro, and Imperial get their kids into their locker room.
Alvarado, the quarterback. Alvarado hands off to Padilla. Padilla busted up the middle and across the 40 to the 50-yard line. And no, that was not Jesus Padilla.
I believe that was Bonillas.
Pitones, I believe.
But it's another first down for the Tigers. Clock continues to run with under 1:40 to go. The ball sits right on the 50-yard line. A nice 25-yard pickup.
We have a final, our first final of the evening. Brawley defeated Calexico 58-0.
No surprise there.
1st and 10, Tigers, 1.5 minutes to play. And this ball carrier is Kevin Luna. Kevin Luna is spun around and dropped, but not until he picks up 3 yards, 2nd and 7.
They're going to give him momentum, Carol. It looks like they haven't exactly decided where they're going to finally spot the football.
They'll put it on the 47. They can take all the time they want. The clock continues to run.
And that's exactly what they're doing, as we have a timeout called. So that will stop the clock with 1 minute and a second to go.
When you crave Mexican food, are you not sure where to go? I'll give you a suggestion. La Fonda Bar and Grill. Yes, the Camacho family is still doing it right with freshly made Mexican food. From enchiladas to special quesadillas, and everything is handmade. And of course, Miss Camacho, she still comes in to make sure everybody's favorite chili rellenos are there. La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street in El Centro. Open Wednesday through Monday for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Well, the Tigers have the football. It is 2nd and 7. Joaquin Alvarado in at quarterback. Joaquin Alvarado hands it off to Kevin Luna. And Luna gets a little bit of payback from Benji Alvarado. And Luna's jumping up and saying, hey, I'm not the one that ripped your helmet off. Give me a break.
Yeah, that will be the final play of the game, as Benji Alvarez really laid a hit on Luna. And that's where this game's going to stop after that 2-yard pickup.
And that's it. Clock runs out. Our final score, Imperial 49 and Southwest nothing.
No matter what you need to keep your home cool and comfortable, R&K Air Conditioning has it. From complete TempStar cooling systems to the latest in Wi-Fi capable thermostats, we have everything you need to stay comfortable. That's why you should make R&K Air Conditioning your first and only call for your cooling needs. Call 760-353-7570 or find us online at rkair.net. TempStar, quality you can feel.
Flautas y sopes. Delicious, authentic Mexican food. Just $6.49 for a dozen flautas. Combo meals for any appetite. With 3 locations in the Valley. 715 Cesar Chavez Boulevard in Calexico. 1531 Ford Drive next to Foods for Less in El Centro. And 1622 South 4th Street next to Soul Market in El Centro. Open Monday through Saturday 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sundays 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. in Calexico and 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. in El Centro. Don't forget you can go online for our menu and call in your order ahead of time. Flautas y sopes. The real deal.
It's the Beauty Fall Flooring Sale now until November 30th. Dermis Floor Covering is offering 24 months special financing on Shaw Floors, Anderson Tough Decks, and Core-Tech Flooring. Whether you need carpet, hardwood, vinyl, or something to withstand pets, kids, or water, rest assured there's flooring that's just right for your lifestyle on approved credit. Visit Dermis Flooring at 220 North J Street in Imperial.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
Well, the Imperial Tigers retain possession of Johnny Romero's fireman's helmet with a convincing 49-0 win over the Southwest Eagles. The Tigers, well, still in the hunt for a possible CIF bid, as they're pretty much going to have to run the table, which is very doable because next week they will be playing the Calexico Bulldogs. And, well, if Imperial plays the way we saw them play tonight, they should have no particular issues with the Bulldogs. The Tigers, well, from the get-go, pretty much in control of this game. We saw flashes of offense from the Eagles, but every time they would do something right, they'd shoot themselves in the foot, and the ball would come back. We'll have some final numbers and update all the scores we have when we come back.
Hi, this is Julie Oliver. As your local Allstate agent, providing protection that fits your life, I am committed to learning about your needs and personalizing protection to meet them. Contact me at 760-353-5800. That's 353-5800.
Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Life insurance offered through Allstate Life Insurance Company and Allstate Assurance Company, Northbrook, Illinois, and American Heritage Life Insurance Company, Jacksonville, Florida.
Start the day off right by having breakfast at Broken Yoke Cafe. Once again voted best breakfast in the Imperial Valley by our customers. Thank you. Remember, Broken Yoke strives every day to bring you great service and great food. Still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yoke Cafe and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yoke Cafe on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
John Triffle, what do our numbers show?
They show exactly what the scoreboard shows. Total dominance by the Tigers here on their home field. Imperial winning the game 49-0. Imperial rushed the ball a total of 25 times from scrimmage for 148 yards, 14 for 19 for 201 yards, for giving Imperial a very impressive 349 total yards, 16 first downs. Just as impressive as all that is no turnovers, no fumbles, no interceptions. Southwest on the other side ran the ball 33 times from scrimmage for 70 yards, 4 for 14 for 57 yards, giving Southwest 127 total yards, 10 first downs. They did have the one first half fumble. Individually, Benji Alvarez carried the ball 7 times for 33 yards. Joseph Enders, 3 carries for 3 yards. His brother Joshua Enders, 11 carries for 13 yards. Nate Olgian, 7 carries, 3 sacks in the second half, brought his total to 0. And Sammy Arredondo, 5 carries for 21 yards. The 4 completions were spread among 3 different players. Benji Alvarez had 2 of the completions for 42 yards. Joshua Enders had 1 reception for 8 yards, and Eddie Valise had the 1 second half reception for 7 yards. So all in all, this will be the final Southwest game on KXO Radio this year, as next week we'll be in El Centro at Spartan Field for the Bell game. Southwest next week, I believe they will be playing Calexico, and Imperial will be playing Palo Verde.
And the final score, as you mentioned, 49-0. Other scores that we can update for you. Brawley 58, Calexico nothing. That is a final. Central 43, Palo Verde 7. That is a final. Bottom of the 9th inning, Houston 4 and Washington 1. And right now, the last score I have, Vincent 16, Holtville 15. And maybe we can get an update on that. But the Tigers dominate, as once again the Eagles really unable to put anything together offensively, and the Tigers playing with a short field all evening. The next week, as you mentioned, we will be at Central for the Bell game, and there's so much more going in that game than just the Bell. And it includes positions in CIF and the playoffs, as whoever wins will probably end up with a first-round bye. So it's going to be interesting. You mentioned Southwest will host Calexico. It'll be Imperial hosting Palo Verde next week. And that will be an interesting game as well. Imperial, as we said, they're going to have to run the table to make it into the playoffs. The last score we had, with 3 minutes to play, Vincent leads Holtville 16-15. Vincent has the ball with 3 minutes to play and a 1-point lead. That's it. We want to thank Kurt Hoffman for his technical assistance. Our producer-engineer in the studios, Gabe Lemos. He's been doing this wearing a Fozzie Bear costume as he gets ready for Halloween. It's pretty hard to push buttons when you got a Fozzie Bear costume on. For John Triffle, I'm Carol Buckley. Thank you. All the scores on our website, KXORadio.com. From Shimamoto Simpson Stadium in Imperial, thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you next week.
It's like a trip through time.
Wow.